This is Bharat FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.
ये है भारत FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.
Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, welcome and adab. You are listening to Bharat FM, a one-of-its-kind, multilingual, eclectic provider of entertainment, information and news to Indian Americans. Headquartered in Cincinnati, Ohio, Bharat FM airs shows out of Cincinnati, Chicago and Phoenix. We take pleasure in our ability to cater to your bhakti, chusti, sfurti, shakti and masti needs with our audio and visual shows. Check out bharatfm.com for our online program schedule and archives. I'm sure the content will definitely tickle your senses. Tune in via the 24-hour web streaming on bharatfm.com or via the Bharat FM app. More information can be procured at 513-488-5070.
Namaskaram. Happy Navaratri and happy Saraswati Puja. Happy Ashtami Navami. All the viewers and listeners of Storytellers Cafe. Welcome to Storytellers Cafe for this special Navaratri edition. We are featuring Antarmayi, a specially curated story on the occasion of Navaratri, all about the goddess and finding the inner goddess within. So, for the past 7 days, we've been peeling the layers. We've been peeling just like we peel an onion and going deep within and traveling this journey with the goddess as she vanquishes all the demons and the Rakshasas who come in her way. So, yesterday, I'll do a quick recap. As you all know, Antarmayi is a specially curated event for on the occasion of Navaratri, choreographed by three wonderful Devis themselves. You have Sujatha, Ramanathan, Ragini Iyer, and Rakshita Raghunathan from Coimbatore, Bangalore, and Mumbai. So, who have been regaling us with wonderful stories, visually appealing, the dance drama that they have presented every day, a 3-minute video clipping where you've seen all the special effects and how everything has been put together. Now, yesterday we met another asura, demon. Let me quickly recap the story for you. Friends, in Hindu mythology, there was a demon called Raktabija. Now, if you know Hindi, Raktabija, okay, who had a boon that whenever a drop of his blood would fall on the ground, a clone of Raktabija would be born at that spot. Multiple Raktabijas would sprout from the ground. So the gods had given him this boon. Like I said, gods were short sighted when it came to granting boons to the asuras. Well, Markandeya, the rishi, says when Shumba got the news of Chanda and Munda's death, he became very angry. He proceeded to fight the goddess Bhagavati, as she was called here. Now, she was called by many names, accompanied by mighty warriors. He had mighty warriors with him. Remember Dhumra Lochana, who was put to death. Chanda and Munda were also his chieftains. They were also killed by the goddess. But then he collected the other warriors and he waged war. When goddess Chandika saw them coming, she made a loud sound by pulling the bowstring. The demons came near and surrounded the goddess from all the sides. And that's when Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu, they became anxious. They created divine entities with the help of effulgence emanating from their bodies. These divine entities resembled goddess Chandika. So they instructed these divine entities to kill all the demons. Now, goddess Chandika requested Lord Shiva to approach Shumba and Nishumba as her messenger and inform him that they should either take refuge in the Patal Loka, in the netherworld, or be ready to die. Now, Lord Shiva went to a place where Katyayani was fighting the demons. The demons attacked her with different weapons, but Chandika gave them a befitting reply. Unable to face the assault of the goddesses, the demons started fleeing. Seeing this, Raktabija came forward to fight. Now, Raktabija was blessed, as you know, with this special boon that if a single drop of his blood fell to the ground, this would create another Raktabija. This was in a very short time, thousands of Raktabijas covered the battlefield. The deities became afraid. Seeing the frightened deities, Bhagavati said to Kali, O Chamundi, open your mouth and drink each drop of blood coming out from the injuries of Raktabija. After seeing this, goddess Bhagavati attacked Raktabija with her trident. And goddess Kali drank all the blood that was coming out of his wound. At last, Raktabija was killed. The deities were pleased. Goddess Kali started to dance with ferocity due to the intoxication caused by the drinking of the blood. So she became the blood sucking Kali. Now, if you saw yesterday, the Devi had different names, different forms. And like I told you today, they were all created by the effulgence emanating from the Trinity. So I am reminded of the quote by Shakespeare, what's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So here the Devi is known by different names. But she is the goddess Shakti, the one and only, who is chased by Shumba and Nishumba. And today we will see what happens to Shumba and Nishumba. Now, before we watch the video, let me invite Sujatha Ramanathan, who is with us, onto the screen. Hi, Sujatha. Happy Saraswati Puja to you. Welcome to Storytellers Cafe.
Thank you so much, Usha. Thank you for having us once again. It's been, each day has been so exciting and something really, special for us to look forward to this Navaratri. And we are really grateful once again. And as you are talking today about giving the whole background about Rakta Bija, I was thinking to myself, what a modern, way of depiction, isn't it? It's like one of our Marvel stories that we see in the modern age as well. This Rakta Bija becoming a clone and Devi taking different forms, isn't it? So it was quite exciting as you were narrating to listen to that and to think that it's all so relevant even today. The Marvel stories pretty much depict all of this, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It's like, but now, see, that's what I say, that you just can't watch Devi Mahatmayam at one go. You need to keep watching or reading the text to absorb and assimilate the story and distill the essence. Like we've been saying, decocting the lore. We are extracting the essence from this Purana and seeing that how how relevant it is. It resonates with us during these times as well. So that was wonderful. Yesterday, you all depicted the various names that came, of Devi, and today I can put that into place. So it kind of the pieces of the puzzles just fall into the right slot.
Absolutely.
So that was wonderful, Sujatha. And what do we have today?
So today we have two exciting asuras to deal with, Shumba and Nishumba. And, let's see how Devi is going to deal with these two demons. We've seen so many, and, each of them have had a certain significance with respect to a certain evil. We'll talk about them once we have seen the video. Would you like me to put on the video?
Sure, sure. Let's bring it on screen.
Okay.
When multiple Shaktis battle to slay Nishimba, Chandika challenges Shumba to a single combat. Even as Devi pierced the terrible Asuras with dart, the entire earth shook. The reverberations could be felt across seas and mountains. However, once the Asuras were slain, the universe regained perfect peace. The sun became brilliant. The wind became tranquil. Devas celebrated. Gandharvas sang sweetly. Apsaras danced. Others played instruments. Tatom, 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 tatatom, tatom, ditom, ditom, tatatom, taditta, ditom, takaditta, ditom, taditom, ditom, ditom, tataradom, ditom, 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 tataradom, ditom, taditom, taditom, tataradom, ditom, taditom, ditom, tataradom, 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 ta. Shumba and Nishumba represent the feeling of ahankara, which leads to their downfall. We get closer to attaining the inner goddess when we shed our hubris.
Very, very nice, Sujata. Shedding that ahankara, arrogance. Every day, one layer, one of those negative characteristic has been, we've been peeling it. And if you listeners have been watching this every day, you would have seen a change within yourself, right? Because uh, unbeknownst to it, you start shedding those layers. That's what happens, if you are really watching this with bhakti and devotion. It just enters you, and you just shed all those layers. So that was what Antarmayi was about, finding the inner, the gem, that stone, the diamond within you, which is shining, that effulgence in you. It's not only in the Trinity, the three gods, it is very much in us. So, how do we travel inside? Beautifully depicted and explained today, Sujata. I loved those, your steps and the Devi, and the multiple names of Devis, and how finally Shumba and Nishumba, the deities, I mean the asuras, the demons who gave so much trouble and sent so many chieftains and emissaries, either to court the Devi or to give her no choice, give her an ultimatum. So that was wonderful. I think the past 3 days or 4 days we've been seeing this face off with Shumba and Nishumba, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Shumba and Nishumba episode is so timely because today is Saraswati Puja. Other than arrogance, they also depict avidya. So, removal of that ignorance is what Goddess Saraswati does. She's a goddess of wisdom and learning, and extremely well timed to say that today is the day we all worship her, we thank her for the learning that she's given us, and we continue to pray to bestow that to us throughout our learning journey. So they represent arrogance as well as avidya, and it's a very very nice way in which we pray to her to say that please remove whatever ignorance we have in all forms, to help us to surrender and then find the inner goddess. So it's we are coming towards the end of the whole Devi Mahatmayam, right? Because these have all been separate chapters of Shumba and Nishumba. We have combined it to give the holistic essence of the episodes. And tomorrow we will conclude with the the Falashruti, and we will also, as you had suggested, showcase all the episodes of Devi Mahatmyam in order to give our viewers a full view and a full perspective of each of the days that have been culminating throughout.
Thank you, Sujata. Thank you for taking that suggestion and executing it, because, we would love to watch the whole thing stitched together and unfolding, so that, you recollect. Then, you say, yes, that was, it was the first demon, the two demon. Why do I forget the name of
Madhu and
uh,
Kai.
Madhu and Kaitaba? Madhu Kaitaba, and then, of course, the shape shifting demon, Maheshasur. So it'll be lovely. And this is again requesting all the listeners and the viewers to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for a special hour-long episode of Antarmayi, where we will bring in all the three artists, the dancers, Sujatha, Ragini, and Rakshita. They'll join us from different parts of India, and also a special guest. We are honored with her presence, who will also be there, who has mentored the three dancers. And after we finish seeing the full episode, the 9 days episode put together with the Falashruti of tomorrow, then we will engage in conversation. And since it's a live event, I would invite you, if you want to ask any questions, do put it in the chat box. And since the ladies are going to be engaged in conversation, I would just facilitate. Maybe I will quickly go and look at the chat on Facebook and see if something is relevant, and how we can address it. Yeah, but otherwise, pardon us, because it's not easy to do all this at the same time. But do drop in your comments or queries, and I'm sure Sujata and either of her team members, Ragini, Rakshita, will definitely answer you. They will go through it. And I would suggest get your families together, just take about 40 to 45 minutes and spend the Vijayadashmi watching Antarmai. This is a specially curated storytelling event by Storytellers Cafe on the occasion of Navaratri. So I think you should take the benefit of it. And we've never had Devi Mahatmayam. It's a unique story, a one of its kind about the supreme energy, Shakti. So we'll all be blessed by watching it, listening to the story, and engaging with the artist tomorrow. Sujata, anything you'd like to add?
Absolutely, I think you have given a very nice flow each of the days, and it's a reiteration each day, right, as to what we saw the previous day, and it gives us a sense of continuity already. So tomorrow we'll just establish it even more, and we really look forward to having you as our
Okay, so we lost Sujata there for a minute. She'll be back. So we definitely look forward. Yeah, go ahead, Sujata. We lost you there.
Okay, not a problem. So we'll be happy to answer any queries that the viewers might have. Please do drop in as you have already suggested, and it would be just as good as it can ever be. So we are really happy, and we look forward to tomorrow, Usha, and all the viewers.
Yes. We really look forward. Be in all your Vijayadashmi glory, be resplendent, and have that, you know, um, just by sitting, imbibing the story, your inner effulgence will glow, and that will be, even visible on the surface. Believe you me. Yes. So, see you tomorrow, same time, same place on Storytellers Cafe on Bharat FM. Thank you, Sujata, and thank you, Team Antarmayi.
This is Bharat FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.
ये है भारत FM.
बजेगा भारत झूमेगा भारत.